Hey y'all, how you doing? When I looked at my YouTube, I was like, oh my God, it's 10 days. But y'all know, I don't come on unless I'm called to come on and say something. So first I want to ask, how you doing? How's everything going? Hope everything's going good. Ah, child, these eclipses, this energy swirling around, and it is not over. I thought it would be over. It is not over. Not by a long shot. That's all right. We are all mulling through it. And so today is going to be a talk on monkey mind. I cannot remember if I gave a talk on this on my channel yet, but we're going to talk about monkey mind because I'm seeing it in many different aspects and I want to talk about it. So bear with me, y'all. I did not script this talk. I'm going to free will it like I used to. But housekeeping items, this probably will trigger some people. And it's okay. This is an honest conversation. All right? So with that, let's get started, y'all. So, for those of you that don't know what monkey mind is the mind that doesn't shut up. It keeps yabbing at you and saying so many different things and trying to make you believe so many different things that are not true. And many times people give in to them when people commit suicide and depression. A lot of times they give in to monkey mind. Not saying that there aren't other things that cause it. There are too. But a lot of us give in to that. That's that mind that won't shut up. And I've noticed during these energetic eclipses, the mind has been talking. I've seen all over Facebook, Instagram, social media, the mind has been talking. It is going and going and going. Okay. And I've noticed a lot of it is negative. I'm looking at a lot of my healing friends and a lot of my friends, we all go through cycles in our lives. But I've noticed lately with this eclipse energy, there's a lot of folks calling in negative things to harm other people. And not knowing is bringing harm on themselves. This is why I don't do black magic. I don't do black magic because it comes back to you. I'm not the type of person to wish ill on someone. Now, I will protect myself if someone brings some stuff to me. Oh, best believe that. I will get you. I love you. But baby, I will bring you your lesson in a heartbeat. Don't play with me with that. But I'm noticing all this negative energy. So I've been sitting up, and I'm going to use my experience. I've been sitting up, right? And been steadfast in my spirit around all this negative, right? First of all, I want y'all to understand that you don't need to believe in something higher to have worth in yourself. You automatically have worth in yourself. You should. Okay. You are a love warrior, whether you know it or not. If you're walking this plane and you're trying to make it through and do what you do, you are already a love warrior, boo. You already are. You already have the fortitude and the strength to walk through what you're walking. Never forget that. Okay? Spirit is within you and is you. And a lot of times, and I was watching this young man, I cannot remember his name. A lot of times, we think by following, we have favor. Yes, with some spirits we do. We do have favor, right? But as I've been walking my journey, in my own mind, in my own spirit, okay, I'm like, what glorification is needed when I'm walking the path? Okay, what glorification is needed when I'm walking the path? That doesn't mean I don't have faith. Thank you. I have faith. But I have faith in me and what I can do because I can see that, right? There are things beyond. Absolutely, right? Because we come from something. So, of course, there are things beyond, right? But I see too many times we lower ourselves from the divinity that we carry within us. Hold on a second, boo-boo. We are spirit. So why are you lowering yourself? If spirit demands glorification, now I'm not saying you need to demand glorification, but damn it, you need to understand you got worth. And you do. Okay? You have a higher being in here that's living in the meat sack of lower vibration. You can raise those vibrations. I tell people all the time, at any time you can change the game plan, you can change the game. At any time. The energy you put out, you manifest it, right? So when this monkey mind starts talking, and people was laughing at me when I said, when it starts talking to me, and I'm like, no. The first thing I do is I question my solar plexus, I feel. Because monkey mind have your emotions in so many directions and in so many things that I be sitting up and I'm like, is this me? Is this someone trying to make me think this way? Is this the energy out there? I'm asking them questions. Because for me, my self-development and my growth is paramount. But I know I got haters. I got haters. And then some. And so I'm determined. My will is so strong. I will not let them win. And so it's funny though. Okay, because we get into this ego space. Let me touch upon this real quick. So we get into this ego space where we're walking, and I know everyone knows about this, where we're walking, and we got to let people go, right? And situations go. And it looks like we lost. Oh, you talking about an ego depth. And I'm like, why is it that I have to yield so much? And it looks like they win. And I be so mad. Ooh, I be so mad. And then I have to remind myself, divine, they don't know how you moving. They don't know your capabilities of what you could do. And then I go, yeah, I know, but it looks like they whooped my ass over here. And I'm not that. That's not what I'm doing. They didn't whip me. It's right. That's all ego and monkey mind. And so when we sit in that space, because I'm the number one person, I don't like looking like to my enemies if they want. But then how am I supposed to move where they see me all of a sudden? They're like, bitch, this bitch won. Can't do that running my mouth. Can't do that spreading everything. So I have to keep it quiet, right? So I sit up. Ego. We didn't talk about ego. Ego is your number one monkey mind talker. Ego. Baby, you will be doing fine. All of a sudden, boom, fear will hit you that's crippling. And you're like, where the fuck this come from? I was cool. What? Or you'll be sitting up, doing great at work, having a good old time. Boom, someone will say something that cuts you to your knees. And then you're like, wait a minute, did they say something that cut me down? Did they not say something? Then you get mad. And you getting in here. And then in here, it's like, how can you let them talk to you like that? They don't know you like that. You better tell them something. See, that's what's going on right now out in society today. That's why kids are shooting up schools. Because they can't within here. You got the instigators talking a big ass mouth. Oh, you gonna let them bug you? You gonna let them talk about you like that? Right? But they ain't the ones going to jail when you do the action. This is what I tell my teenagers all the time. Babies, I understand it's hard. It is equally hard for us adults. I get that. But if you do the action, they ain't going to be in the jail cell with you. That's going to be you. You tell the judge, well, so-and-so said they didn't do. And so I tell my teenagers that all the time, and I'm telling you adults the same thing. Boo. The next time someone sits up there and they're instigating you some bullshit, on the bullshit tip, right? Think about you doing action, who's suffering behind the action, number one. Number two, what they're saying, look at the person. Look at the worth of that person, okay? What makes them so great over you? Look at the worth of the person. Look where they come from and what they do. Now, if this is something that someone does and you know they fucking messy, why are you listening to them? Why are you letting them feed your monkey mind? Okay, because your monkey mind is enough. Let me tell you. Let's get into this, about this monkey mind right now. Baby, this monkey mind has gone after people to try to kill themselves during this eclipse season. This monkey mind has tried to break people down so far as to why aren't you where you're supposed to be? You're educated. You should be here. Or you know more. Where's your money at? How come you're not equating to this person? You know, you got a mental health issue. You should really take medication. Why aren't you working that type of job? You know you need the money. Yeah, you may not like it, but you know you need all that. At some point, my loves, you gonna have to be like, pump them damn brakes. Shut the hell up. I don't need to hear you. And you're going to have to recenter back in yourself and in your meditative state. Recenter back. And you listen in here. See, this thing, and there's so many articles from so many psychologists on this, so many Buddhists on this, so many spiritual people on this. Read up. Study the mind. Study the mind. And how it really, I'm not going to say does you no good, because it does. It does, right? But sometimes that is your subconscious talking from everything that people have put into you, the programming. Sometimes that is you doubting yourself talking because you've let something somewhere along the way, make you feel worthless. Sometimes we just want peace and it's talking. You have to tell it, no, I don't need to hear this. See, there's a difference between what you need to hear and what you don't need to hear. And you have to feel, to know. And for those of us that are clairaudient, there are so many voices that come to us. And you know, a lot of people that are schizophrenic are clairaudient. But of course, the science world don't recognize that because they don't deal with metaphysics. So that's a little difficult. But for those of us that are clairaudient, right, it is difficult to know where the voices come from. We have to feel it out. We have to feel whether it's good or bad. And you question. That's something Jesus said. You question where that voice is coming from. You question. What good do you mean me? And if you feel something that ain't right, it's got to go. Just like your monkey mind. Got to go. Also, when you make progress to the higher frequency of you, baby, that monkey mind is going to turn on and turn up. Do you understand me? It is. It's going to turn on and it's going to turn up. And it does. Because it's there to test you to see what you know about you. How much you know you. Oh, baby. This energetic season, moving into the Scorpio season. And if you know about Scorpio, it's kind of the sign of the devil, right? But that's its job to test, to see what did you learn. And a lot of us that are coming out of this third party motherfucking energy and found our way to love who we are, we're being tested. A lot of us who are catalysts for other people, but those people were catalysts for us to change towards self-love. Being tested. I mean, my loves, you talking about trying to figure this shit out. And I'm like sitting up here and I'm hearing this mess and I'm hearing this mess and I'm sitting up here thinking, what is wrong with me? But I know not all of it's me. So I'm feeling it out. Okay? I'm feeling it out. You have higher beings that will mess with you. And that can mess with you. That got telepathy and shit. And make you see shit that you ain't supposed to be seeing. But that's all tests. It's all allowed here. Remember that. It's all allowed here. Whatever choice, what spirit you choose to decide to follow, not whatever. It ain't about that. It's about you finding your truth for you. And your truth is not monkey mind. That's not your truth. That is you and your fears and your doubts and your I wonders and stuff like that. But that's not your truth. That's what keeps you busy. To keep you from progressing forward. That's what the monkey mind is for. The monkey mind keeps you in a space of fear. Keeps you in a space of busyness. Unnecessarily. Keeps your mind focused on things that's not necessary for you to focus on. Why? Because if you focus on that, you can't focus on manifesting and generating higher. That's why you meditate. Okay? Some of us have to meditate to even deal with people. I'm not going to say none of that. I'm not going to say none of that. I'm just going to say guilty, but I'm not going to say none of that. Some of us have to do that. You understand what I'm saying? Some of us have had to take a retreat. That's why in some of your readings, you're still getting the hermit card. You're still getting the devil card. You're still getting the magician card. Because, my loves, you're going to have to practice taking a step back and calming. And that calming ain't easy. Ooh, that calming, I can't tell you how much anger energy has been in these eclipses. You're going to take a step back and you're going to have to breathe. You're going to have to get people like, hey, I'm going to need you to leave me alone right now. This ain't the space for me to be in right now. I can't with you. No. You're going to have to do that. You're going to have to put you first. And you're going to have to do your self-care in the aspect of, I need to meditate so I can be in love. It's tough. Shit ain't easy. It ain't easy. I want you to be mindful when that mind is talking and keeping you busy. I want you to be mindful. I know you got a lot of stuff going on, baby. There's a lot of people looking for jobs, ain't getting paid what they worth. Jobs saying they hiring, they ain't hiring. You have multiple wars going on that shouldn't be going on. You have people acting in particular ways that they shouldn't be acting. And then, as you're trying to hold all the emotions to keep it together, when you're at rest, you have shit coming in. When you're asleep, you have shit coming in. I know you are under energetic attack constantly. Baby, I know. My advice to you is going to be slow down. If you notice, monkey mind makes us speed up, makes us want to move faster. When we move faster, we miss things. Slow down. Slow down and breathe. Slow down and be. Slow down and sit in the love of you, and you tell it no. I don't care if you have to say it out loud. You tell it no. No. We're not doing this. And it will try to turn it up even more. And I'll be like, did you hear what I said? I said no. And that's when I switch to my feelings. And I'm telling you this right now. When I sit in an uncomfortable space sometimes, when the feeling is not mine, I'll tell it to go. That's not how I really feel. I will dig deep into my subconscious and deep into my feelings. And I will ask myself, how do I really feel? Divine, how are you really feeling here? How are you really feeling about this? And I tell myself the truth. I don't care if people like what my truth is. I give two shits. It ain't their life. It ain't their truth. Why the fuck would I care? They're not living it. I gotta live it. And my life is hard enough, baby. I don't want someone else's. I don't care how rich, what celebrity I don't want. No, I want my own. And I'm willing to take on the problems of the lifestyle I'd asked for. Because I asked for it. It's my responsibility, right? But I don't want nobody else's. That monkey mind and all that shit, I don't want that stuff. I don't want nobody else's. Mine's hard enough. So I'm trying to feel me and where I'm at in my space. I'm feeling me. You understand? Monkey mind comes from other people's programming as well. Things that people have told us that we said, no, that's not true. But it's sunk into our subconscious and we believed it at some point. And we changed who we were for it. No, baby, it's your time now. See, this energy is going to be leaving. You can't sit in this energy. You have to keep it positive. You have to try to keep it positive because the negative is already being fed and it's getting stronger, as you see. But you're a love warrior. That's why I tell people to walk in love all the time. If you're going to walk in any emotion, walk in love. Love will lead you to the other ones that you need. Walk in love. Love is something you know coming out the womb. So that's home. Love is home. That's home base. You know, like when they tell you in acting, they'll tell you, when we do a reset and you come back to home base, before you put on another character. Love is home base, baby. That's home base. Throw all religions and everything else aside, people, Jesus, throw that to the side. Love is home base. That is the basic number one. And no, some of y'all did not have it from birth. I understand. But somewhere along the line, most of you have found it somewhere and in yourself. Okay, because some of you have never had an example in your life, but you found it in yourself. You understand what I'm saying? Love is your home base. So you go back to your home base. You think of things and you surround yourself with things that make you feel good, that make you feel the emotion of love, right? When you get there, then in that emotion, find gratefulness. For example, I have 2 teenage daughters. And for the life of me, I can't sleep in the morning because when they go into school, they bickering. And I got on it today. Oh, I was mad. I got woken up from sleep. I was mad. Then, though, something said, hey, be grateful. Because there's going to come a day when you wish you hear them arguing. And then I thought about how schools get shot up. And one day you may not have one come home to complain. So you may be mad, but think of the love of your children. Bring it back to home base and be grateful. See, for me, I have to take it back to love to be grateful in the moment, right? There are things I wanted to achieve, and many things have stopped me, including me. And I get mad because, again, that's that monkey mind. My enemies are winning and stuff, but then I had to think about it. When it's meant for you, you'll have it. If it's meant for you, you'll have it. But then I had to think, well, wait a minute, though. You have a job to do on this plane. I'm like, yeah, but I'm trying to use that to do my job. Like, yeah, but it may change you. And certain things can't allow you to change from how you are. So it'd rather deny you that and make you go a different way so you don't change because it needs you. Now, it still make me mad, right? But then I'm like, something loves me enough to do that. So I don't fall certain pitfalls, and I don't fall. And I said, okay, I can dig that. Okay, wait and see. So I go back to home base and love to be able to recognize the gratitude. That's why I do it. Because if I don't, I won't be able to recognize the gratitude. The gratitude will be fake, and it'll be half. So I go back to home base and love to recognize the gratitude and say, well, I can be grateful for, and I do. I try to find something I'm grateful for, to sit in that emotion of gratitude for where I'm at. It could be worse. It always could be worse, right? And so I'm like, and I need to do that, and we need to do that to keep going the next step. Sometimes finding that next step is so damn hard. Sometimes we just want to sit there and say, and just, I'm done. I'm not moving, and I've done that. I'm not moving. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not doing anything. Forget it. And things be like, okay, just take a moment. Just take a moment. And then I just have to rest. No work, no nothing else. I just have to rest. I've reached my limit. And that's what I do. And then when I'm ready, I take that deep breath. And I'm like, okay, I can do it now. I'll tell my family straight up, okay, right now. I gotta take a step back. So, your home base is love. Love of you. Love of things around you. Love of your hobbies. Anything that brings you back to honest love. That's your home base. Okay? In that home base, you can go through it for gratitude, thankfulness, hope, faith. But the home base is love, first and foremost. Okay? Don't be listening to the monkey mind of other people about you. One, if it don't feel right. If it feels like criticism that they have no business giving you, have no right to give you, and it doesn't feel like it's coming from a place of love, because sometimes it won't sound like it. We got to know the people, right? But sometimes it's from people we don't even know. And we sit and think afterwards of the intention of what they were doing. And sometimes it's hurtful. Sometimes it ain't right? By that time, you've let it program you in your subconscious. Okay, listen. If it don't feel right, don't keep it. I had an ex who told me, not everyone's advice is for you. They may think it's for you. It ain't for you, right? But by the time we ruminate over it so much, it gets into our subconscious. Listen, stop letting people program you. Okay? That's why you feel. You feel with your gut. You listen. Listen. When they're speaking, you can't know if it fits you if you don't listen and hear what they're saying. So you got to listen. You can discount it later, but you got to understand what they're saying to see where it's coming from. Don't listen to respond. What I mean is, don't sit up there and you listening, but you ain't hearing, and you just waiting to respond. And that's the only reason why. And so when you do that, you pick up only on certain things. You don't pick up on everything. You can make mental notes, mental post-it notes in your head, but you listen and you hear. When you listen and hear, then you're actively hearing and listening what someone is saying. So you know what to respond in kind. Okay? But if someone is saying something you don't agree with, don't ruminate over it, because that goes into your subconscious. Your subconscious thinks. And then what happened? You adopted the programming that you never meant to adopt in the first place. No, my loves. You feel. They tell you all the time, don't count on your emotions. Don't use your emotions. Blah, blah, blah. I am a avid follower of Stoicism. However, you use your emotion to know if something's right and wrong and real. You use it to back up your intuition to know if it's real. That doesn't mean you use the emotion to react to the person. Stoicism, we don't do that. We listen and we hear. We don't react to the people. Okay? We don't let them make a fool of ourselves either. And that is hard. That's that monkey mind part I'm talking about. That's when you got to really just, and you're going about your business. Because we don't entertain stupid. We don't entertain programming. That's not ours. So, you're hearing. You're listening. But if it doesn't fit you, you're dismissing. You're saying no. And you're not programming yourself with it because you're not going to ruminate over it. No. Not for me. And you leave it right there where it's at. And you going about your business. Now, what will your monkey mind do? Come on in and try to talk about it. No, I don't need you. Doesn't fit me. Now, that's different from if things are happening and someone's trying to do an intervention with you of things that you're not seeing. I don't keep badgering a person that can't see what they can't see, because it's not going to do any good until they see it. I say my piece, I go on by my business. That person decides no, baby. That person decides no. Boo. Love you. Boo. There you go. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I do. That's one of my programs. One of my actually affordable programs is I teach people how to reprogram themselves in love to go back to their home base in love. Because you can't hear, move, understand without love, without using the tools of love. Not coming from a place of hate, not coming from a place of fear, not coming from all these other places. You understand? And a lot of my healing friends, a lot of my seers and stuff like having a rough time right now. A lot of them are in ego and going through that. I understand, you get your gifts and you think you special and you got to call in and people got to follow. Baby, people ain't got to do shit. You may be an army of one and you can be as called, as special. You could talk to spirits on the other side, all of that. They ain't got to recognize you. You may be an army of one. I know that. I understand. Because what I say, I'm such a big mama. And the way that I say it, a lot of people can't take what I say. They can't take how I say it. They can't take how I think. Because, and I try my best to explain how I think. But a lot of times they don't like what I say. And they misunderstand. That's perfectly fine. If I explain it and you still don't get it, and you don't want to, baby, bye. Love you. Going. Hey, life's too short. You know what I'm saying? So, peoples, my loves, you don't need to sit in other people's programming, and you don't need to sit in the monkey mind they create for you. You don't need to sit in this mindset that something is always wrong with you and you need medicine for it. You just making the pharmaceutical companies rich. Okay? You don't need to always sit in the space of you got a mental health issue. There's something wrong with you. If that's the case, every person on this goddamn planet has a mental health issue. No, we don't. No. And they need to be teaching you how to get over it yourself. That's what they need to be teaching you how to do. Okay, giving you the strategies to do that so you ain't got to see them no more. Showing you the strength within you to know the worth that you have. So you grow the love of yourself. So you build those skills to find your worth. Love who you are. Pull in that understanding of the knowledge you've already acquired and program you to your frequency, whatever that is, for you. That's how we're supposed to be helping you. That's what I try to do. In love. And mine will always be about love. My loves, I don't care how angry I get, how sad I get, how depressed I get. I don't care. Love is always the home base. Always the home base. And you did. Love always brings you home and takes you where you gotta go. Always. And I'm not talking about love as a deity. Love is all. I don't get into that God is love. Love is God. As far as I'm concerned. I don't switch the two. Love is God for me. Period. Because in love there's everything. So, calm your monkey mind. Do not beat yourself up for your monkey mind. Don't. It is a natural occurrence that happens. Happens to everybody. But the negative shit is saying about you, that's not true. You don't need to believe that. Fill it out and see if it's true. If you doing stuff you ain't supposed to be doing, maybe it's true. It may not even be your monkey mind talking. Maybe your intuition talking. Maybe spirit talking to you. Maybe other spirits talking to you. Could be your guides or your ancestors. Hey, fill it out. Fill it out to see who it is. Okay? But if it's just down in you, not offering no help, not giving no solutions, and just all this, no, that's monkey mind. Because your intuition gives you help. Your guides and ancestors give you help. Those that talk to you what you're doing and then offer you a solution how to fix it, That's not monkey mind. That's help. That's love. Monkey mind just talks and gives you nothing else but talking. No solution. You understand? Makes you feel bad about yourself. Makes you feel like you ain't doing what you're supposed to do. You ain't going where you're supposed to go, but offers no solution. Nothing. That's monkey mind. Know the difference. All right, my loves. I love you. I'm so sorry it took so long. I see. Okay, you know robots. See a need, feel a need. When I see the need, I feel the need. So I do that, and I've said it before, but I do that. So I'm not bringing you boo-boo. So I'm not just talking to you just to get a video out so I can get people to watch it. No, I'm bringing you value. And if I don't see or get the download that the value is needed at that time, I'm not going to bring it to you. See, I got the download to bring this to you a couple of days ago, but I had to sit in it for a moment because I wanted to see what was going on. I wanted to understand. You understand what I'm saying? I'll also be bringing you a reading soon. I know. I'll be putting it on my other channel, Love Speaks Oracle. And we'll probably be putting it on this channel too. I do have a tarot channel, Love Speaks Oracle. And I will be bringing you a reading. It's just these readings have been kind of fluctuating quite a bit. And I've been trying to see what's going on, how deep back it goes. And for some people, it goes bloodlines. Some bloodlines that people think of myths and are not. We're talking about Arthurian bloodlines of Arthur and stuff like that. Some of that goes back to that. Some of this is that story. Some of these are other people's story. The stuff I've heard and seen, man. So I will do my best to get a reading out to y'all, because I do know you guys like when I do that. So I will do my best to do that. You want me to talk on a particular topic, something I haven't offered before. You want me to speak on a particular topic, please leave it in the comments. And I can do my best to do it. If I can't, I can point you in the right direction, but I can do my best to do that. Absolutely would love that. That way, I don't have to necessarily wait for a download. I'm talking about something that you've asked for me to talk about. So please, I would absolutely love that. Okay, y'all? All right, my loves. You are love warriors. I want you to understand that. You walk in this plane every damn day. Do you know how hard it is? Do you know? I don't care if you rich, poor, whatever. It is hard. You have your own struggles. You have your own things that you're going through. We all deal with monkey mind. Every single one of us. It is hard. But my loves, remember you're a love warrior. You keep going. You keep walking. You keep trekking. You keep loving. You keep being grateful for the experience. Why? Because the experience makes you learn and understand you and where you're at and where you're going and how you are the I am and you are the spirit. You are the ruler of your individual universe. You dig? You are God of your universe. We each are. We're each responsible for our own universe, despite what is out there for us. Okay? You're living it every day. That is your proof positive every day. So you must love you. You must love you, because no one else is going to love your universe like you. You dig what I'm saying? No one else can learn to love your universe like you, because they can't love it like you. But if you don't show them how to love you, because you don't know how to love you, baby, you're going to get anything. I done told you that. Especially in a partner or whatever. You're going to get anything, because you can't teach them how to love you. You have to love you so you can teach others how to love you and how to respect you, how to treat you. If you don't know that, you get anything. I'll walk alone many days, because I'm not dealing with it, because I know me. I know how to love me. And if you can't respect me at the level where I can respect me, boo, you out of my energy. You not privileged enough to be my energy. No, you got to love yourself enough to get there. Why? Because then you keep that monkey mind at bay. that monkey mind has no place. No place. Because the moment you let that fear in, the moment you let that doubt in of your worth, ooh, it's right there. It don't skip a beat. It's right there. So you love warriors, babe. Whether you know it or not, you a love warrior. You better love you. To teach people how to love you, you better love you. And you better not demand less. And that's what's going on with these relationships. People ain't loving them, don't know how, accepting less, being silly. No, they gotta earn this prize. I'm so sorry. You gotta earn this prize. You can't figure it out. You ain't smart enough to figure it out. Boop, bye. Tell you in a minute. No, bye. You know who you are. No, I'm not Captain Save-A-Ho. Not doing it. So, I love y'all. As usual, Big Mama love you. Big Mama gonna keep it real all the time. There's a topic you want me to talk about? Put it in the comments. It is my pleasure to bring this message to you. Getting tongue-tied. My pleasure. I love you. You are making so much progress. Please keep going. Do not quit on yourself, because I'm not quitting on you. I'm not. And love ain't quitting on you, most importantly.